Hey, what's up YouTube? OpTic Ashes here, bringing you another video, and today I am bringing episode 13 of Ask Ashes, hashtag Ask Ashes. I'm still sick. I'm sitting here with my mug of tea and honey trying to get better, and I didn't I didn't do my hair today, so wearing the hat, weird. I normally wear it backwards, but whatever. But anyways, we're gonna hop right into these questions, starting with question number 1. The first 4 questions, by the way, are from my DMs, so they are left anonymous. But question number 1 asks, do coaches in esports get a percentage of the winnings at LAN events? This comes down to really the deals that coaches have with their teams or the organizations. Sometimes the organization takes a larger cut and then pays the whatever staff out of that. In our case, our team just agrees to give me a percentage. So yes, usually. Number 2, what is your favorite part about being part of the OpTic organization, and do you feel it, or did you feel it elsewhere? Well, that second part is kind of presuming that I'm going to say a specific answer, but my favorite part about the OpTic org is honestly the support that we get from the Green Wall and just from the organization itself. It feels like we joined into a family, and that's really one of the coolest feelings. And not only is it like we joined into a family, but we joined into a family that we're massive fans of. So being part of that is unbelievable, and no, we didn't feel that really elsewhere. Like, we had other supportive orgs, but not to the same level, let alone this fan base level. Is it harder to be a coach or a player? I would say it's definitely harder to be a player. They have a lot more stress placed on their shoulders. You know, it comes down to their thumbs and what they do in the moment. Coaches we can only get them so prepared, and then after that, it's up to them to, you know, act on it. Question 4, where do all Gears trophies you guys win go? We usually give them to the organizations. The season 1 of ESL Gilbert has, or Explosives has, but the MLG tournament from UE, that actually is in the office of the owner of Enemy, or E United rather. The MLG Invitational Trophy went to the OpTic House, and the MLG Columbus Trophy from last weekend or 2 weekends ago went to the OpTic House. The rest of these questions are coming from the users, so I'll say their ats. Question number 5, at Dover Pones asks, is placing well in online tournaments enough to get noticed, or are LAN events basically mandatory? You do have to place well in online tournaments, and that will get you noticed. There are a lot of teams who kind of made a name for themselves for being like online warriors or whatever, placing well in LAN or online tournaments and then showing up to LANs and doing exceptionally well. See Vex from Gears of War Ultimate Edition, they did that exact thing. But LAN events are where you get a lot of your credibility, because, you know, you're now reliable. People will know you show up to events and that you'll perform the same way on LAN as you do online. Question number 6 comes from at Ascension Hardy, who asks, are you ever going to go to the OpTic Scuf House? Hopefully one day, maybe, possibly. I don't know. It's whenever they invite me or think they have room to let me come visit. I would love to go. Number 7 comes from at Scode YT, who asks, are we best pals forever and always? Yeah, we're best pals, bro. If you guys don't know Scode, he takes amazing video and pictures, so make sure to check him out. Question number 8 comes from at Nanners Plays, who asks, when is the team getting a Gears house? We don't know. This is a goal of ours, and this is something that we're hoping to do. I'm not gonna say we're looking forward to, that doesn't sound right, but we're looking forward to achieving and getting, but we don't know yet. It's just, you know, something that we want to do, but not all of the right things are in order yet for us to do that. Question number 9 comes from at Marble with a bunch of underscores, who asks, what was the most awkward time you had to take a number 2? Probably one of the first times I visited my girlfriend. I had that, like, you know, like when you get that gurgle in the bottom of your stomach that lets you know, like, you have T-minus like 20 seconds. That was probably the most awkward, and then just that whole process and panicking, hoping there's enough toilet paper when they don't leave that much on the roll or whatever. That sucked, but we survived, and she's still with me. Question number 10 comes from at Swag Magician, who asks, as a coach, do you actively encourage the team to trash talk for hype, or is it just the squad is that fire? Also, what is the most game-changing power weapon to drop after losing a round of escalation in Gears of War? The team trash talks naturally, and I encourage it, but they get hype on their own. But I know when they're playing, like when they're really hype, they're gonna play a lot better than they normally do. And the most game-changing power weapon to drop is probably a boom shot, especially like, say like you're losing a fight at a hill, like one of the middle hills, and you put a boom shot on the other side of the map. That's gonna make like the entire map change. Like picture Dam on the first half, you got B hill over there and all those pillars. If you put a boom shot over on the other side of the map, it changes the entire way the map's played for the next few rounds. Question number 11 comes from @JMilitant, who asks, don't you think there needs to be a more high-profile players like and teams like OpTic and Envy making content like streaming or YouTube? I do. I think a lot of the players and teams need to be taking the initiative to make content and help promote the game as much as possible. And sadly, we haven't done that before, so a lot of people are struggling with it. My guys are doing it for a little while, uploading scrims and stuff, but it's something that we're going to be working with them on to get more consistent with. Question number 12 comes from @Crashy, who asks, what are your biggest concerns moving forward with Gears eSports? One of my biggest concerns is that right now I feel like we are not learning enough lessons from other games, and I actually have a video that I've recorded that I haven't uploaded. I've edited it and everything, just haven't uploaded, and it's because I'm not sure how it's going to be received. I think that Gears of War is making a lot of great strides and steps towards being better and being a more, more of an esport. But I feel like we're making so many of the same mistakes that other games have made that we don't need to be making. Like, we don't need to learn the same lessons that other people have already learned. We can just copy from what they've learned. So that's one of my biggest concerns. And if that continues to happen, along with some of the things within the game, like no leaver penalty and stuff like that, then I'm concerned. But otherwise, I'm actually excited about the future of Gears eSports. Question number 13 comes from @MorgsHD, who asks, who is the best OG Discord mod? Morgs, obviously you. Question number 14 comes from @UDMew, who asks, if you can be a coach in any other game other than Gears, what would it be? And I've answered this before, but I'd probably say League of Legends, as long as it was like an LCS level or an ACS level maybe. And other than that, probably Counter-Strike, because I think Counter-Strike is one of the most popular games right now, and it'd be cool to be a coach in that game, but I don't know enough about it to even think about being a coach at this point. Last question comes from @Mentalities with an X instead of an A, who asks, why are you the best coach in the game right now? I think it's a matter of a lot of things. I think I've got the title of the best coach in the game because I brought something new when I came to the board in terms of coaching, and when I entered that space. Plus, I have literally the best players in the game on my team. So, it's a kind of a winning combination. We're very successful not because of my individual coaching or because any individual player. We're successful because of the winning combination that we have of talent and dedication and friendship and coaching and skill and everything. So I think there's a lot of room for me to grow as a coach, and I continually try to learn and grow from other coaches that I look up to. But I hope that answers your question. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed. If so, make sure to leave a thumbs up as always, and let me know in the comments down below if you have any questions that you want to ask for next week's Ask Ashes video. I'll probably actually be in London recording that one, so it'll be pretty interesting to see how that turns out. But thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to click the subscribe button down below if you're enjoying the content. I have a bunch of other videos on my channel, behind the scenes, vlogs, gameplay, coaching, whatever. So a lot of cool content, uploading daily. Make sure you guys check it out. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.